Welcome, dear friends, to What's News, the current events commentary channel that tells you what's happening right here, right now. Well, here we are, friends, Monster Monday. So cuddle up with your favorite gray alien, reach out for a Bigfoot beer. So sit back, relax, let's dim the lights and open the curtains and on with the show. Giants, giants, giants. Everywhere I turn around, I hear about giants. No, not the giants that try to sell you vegetables. Ho, 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 green giant. Yeah, nope, we're not talking about that. We're talking about giants that seem to be perking up all over the place. The first time I heard about giants was in the Bible. It was Genesis chapter 6. And they talked about how the fallen angels saw how fair the women and men were, and how they came down and they made wives of them and had children. And the children were called the Nephilim. And they were giants. And it says in the Bible that there were giants in them days and after. Well, they certainly were after, because we can go back and look at giants through the ages. In 1539, Hernando de Soto, the explorer, was going from Florida through the southeast U.S. He wanted to travel and discover, and as he was doing so, he came across giants. One was a chief. He was hulking, well above 7 foot tall, and this was in western Alabama. And I guarantee that man did not have a banjo on his knee. I tell you what. A conquistador, explorer Hernando de la Corn, who was seeking a river to deliver supplies to the Spanish along the coast of California. When following the Colorado River to the Grand Canyon, he documented that he came upon a tribe of giant warriors standing well over 10 feet tall, and they were very aggressive, so they gave them food and gifts to appease them. As he so wrote, Coronado, the conquistador, he was looking for the legendary city of El Dorado. He came up and upon tribes of giants, and these are all written in his diary. There are walking giants in Portugal, which you'll see in some of the clips. Also caves in Mexico. There's a giant. You'll also get to see that one. Incredible footage. Is it true? I don't know. Mark Twain always said, "Truth is stranger than fiction, for fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. The truth isn't." More and more we hear about giants. There was the San Diego Giant in 1895. He stood 8'4". Now these gentlemen who found it, they toured it around, sold tickets, until it was purchased by the Smithsonian. Surprise! They called it fake, and then it disappeared from historical view, and nobody's seen it since. The Smithsonian seems to do that a lot. Gilgamesh, historical figure, he ruled Sumeria. He was so big that he could tuck a full-grown lion under his arm, so the pictures show. Some of the ancient mummy kings in Egypt, they were actual giants, and they stood 7'8" to 11'1". Many of our Native Americans talk about trading with the tall ones throughout history. And they said they had been doing it as little as 100 or 150 years ago. And that, of course, is our Bigfoot, Sasquatch, you name it, our furry friends out in the forest. Ferdinand Magellan, he took a group to South America. In his writings and diary, he says, one winter day he saw a giant man. He was at least 10 foot tall. They tried to use hand signals and sign language to communicate. The giant thought that they had come from the stars. There was a giant in Afghanistan, stood over 15 foot tall. An army squad, so the story goes. This was on Coast to Coast with George Norrie. The army squad disappeared. It went missing, so they sent another group out to find them. They did find them, or parts of them. They found an arm and a leg and equipment, uniforms. What they found was a giant cave. They went to the cave, and what did they see? A giant with red hair, 2 rows of teeth, 6 fingers on each hand, 6 toes. They guessed that he weighed about 1,100 pounds. They called it the Giant of Kandahar. Most recently, there was a giant that was videotaped by a young man in Canada, up on a mountain. It was definitely a big figure. And he talked about it on TikTok. And then he tried to go visit the mountain. When he came back, of course, that figure was gone. He talked to the locals. They said the giant does come out on the mountain from time to time. Then he started getting followed. And these black agents, if you will, or black operative agents of some nature, followed him. And before you know it, he went missing and then was reported dead. So who knows what's going on? What we do know is there are strange things about from time to time. Nobody really knows the truth. I wasn't there. But look at these clips. Tell me what you think. I've got some giants that I found online that are pretty interesting, and they're from all over. Enjoy, and keep watching. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thanks for checking out What's News. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a great day, and God bless you. Bye-bye.
Be me.